Bungie, we've been begging y'all for seasons, years. Just do it. You know you want to do it. Everybody wants you to do it. Give Thorn a freaking catalyst already. It's about time, man. Okay, I've been saying this for a very long time, since Ace of Spades has been dominating, even when Thorn has came out. And here's the thing, the actual perk that you guys decide to give it, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm not even asking for any damage buff to Soul Devourer or even a duration buff to Soul Devourer. I'm not even asking for that for real. I just want a goddamn range boost on this thing, man. So what's new with Destiny? The game's still trash, Final Shape is dead on arrival, and every other goddamn entertainment IP that I find myself enjoying is going down the drain, right along with my mental health. But what else is new? Hopefully you guys are doing great though. It's been a nice little chill week. You know, from a content perspective, I want to get Final Shape just for the actual content that might be there, but at the same time, I just know for a fact I'm walking into some BS-ery. I think Witch Queen may have been Bungie's last, and I mean last, actual good, you know, DLC that came out for this game. I think that's it. Actually, hold on, yeah, this man straight lined me with a freaking shotgun. Are you serious, bro? We're in a meta where Titans can have SMGs and freaking Antaeus wards, and everyone just flies at you with it. There's something you can do about it. One thing I will say though about the Soul Devourer perk on this gun, I really wish that the actual orb that it made tracked a little bit harder than what it does now, because the tracking on it, or at least like how close you have to get for it to actually come to you, it's pretty freaking steep. Like, you basically, especially if you're fighting like multiple people and you take out one of them, you're not really gonna get it for real. Like, you see how it's way over there? Why can't it just automatically just track to me? You know what I'm saying? It's right there. Just come to Papa, man. No way he jumps up here, right? No way. No way. No way he jumps up here. He did it. You know, Ace of Spades, you get the eliminate, just, you know, you automatically have it. Soul Devourer, you gotta wait for that thing to run a marathon before it gets to you. This man does not care, bro. Now, obviously, our current meta that we have right now does not benefit hand cannons, like, at all. Like, in any way, shape, or form. If you're running a hand cannon in this meta, you're honestly kind of, like, just playing it against yourself. You know, if it was a body shot, I would have been like, okay, this man hit a headshot. What do you mean? This is the season of SMGs and fusion rifles, like, straight up, bro. That just, bro, nah. Nah, you're doing way too much right now, bro. You got like you're playing Apex trying to super glide off the goddamn top of a nine. The Titans are so dumb. I'm dead. Let's see, if Bungie gives this thing any kind of callus, they have to be careful, because if you buff the Soul Devourer perk, you might mess around and have a D1 situation where we are literally out here just two-tapping people, and I don't think you want a two-tapping 140 running around the goddamn Crucible. So literally, their best option is increase the duration, make the actual Soul Devourer perk come to you, or they just give it a range buff. I mean, Bungie, this is literally, in basketball terms, a free layup. Down the court, fast break, nobody around you, game online, all you gotta do is just lay the ball up, the fans are happy, your teammates are happy, your coaching staff is happy. Because if I'm not mistaken, anyone that has under a, what is it, like 3 resilience or lower, you can actually like 2-tap them with perks. So I mean, granted, I don't know how many people outside of Blueberries are actually running around with 3 or less resilience in the Crucible. Let me say in high level, or like in game, like, you know, rank Crucible, I should say, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes in quick play on my hunter, I'm not putting on no kind of I'm not putting on no kind of resilience for, I think like the most I run on my hunter is like 4. Oh, Antaeus wards, we love it, we love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. Do you know the pain of going into a comp match and you're sitting there playing 3 Titans that all have the same exact loadout on? Like, you know the meta is busted when 3 random Titans, not queued up together, just 3 random Titans all get matched up together. They all have the same exact loadout on. Alright, so a couple of days ago, I did a poll on the Flash. Well, I didn't do a poll. I did a community post on the Flash, because for those of you who don't know, if you're not a comic book enthusiast like myself, the Flash, okay, one of DC's most popular freaking characters on the face of the planet, right up there with Superman and Batman. That movie had the worst box office performance out of any of the DC movies. But when it comes to comic books, I tend to keep my pulse on this kind of stuff. And for like the past, like I want to say like 4 to 5 years, the comic book movies and just comic books in general for like the past like 10 to 15 years, I've just been utterly trash. Now, what happened with the Flash, right? You would think, okay, the Flash is like a super popular character. Everyone that is a Flash fan is gonna see this. Nah, because the guy that actually plays it, Ezra Miller, should be put under the freaking jail. This man should not have even been on the set. Well, I think they might have filmed the movie before he did all that BS shit, but regardless, that man should be in prison, like straight up. He should legitimately be arrested in prison right now. But you know, sadly, Hollywood has become a place where degenerate celebrities can exist and make money because for whatever reason, Hollywood is just ran by crackheads now. You don't have any morals, you have no backbone, you do illegal stuff under the table that no one doesn't know about. All you gotta do is plead insanity and boom, you're good to go with us. You know, I don't know if the matchmaking just hates me right now. Like Bungie, I know I talk a lot of crap about your game and rightfully so, but why is it that most of my games I get like 1, maybe 2 really chill games, and everything else after that is just like a sweat fest. Like, bro, I can't even call this a sweat fest. Okay, it'd be one thing if both of our teams were just like balanced and we're just sweating it out against each other. I'd be like, okay, fine. Bro, like Bungie gives me like a team of kindergartners. I have to sit here and fight the Justice League, bro. You guys are giving me the weakest form of Naruto and telling me to fight the strongest form of Goku. And then when I lose, you guys are saying it's a skill issue. Like, what do you mean, bro? You come around that corner. Oh. No reg? Did I really just get a no reg at point blank range? I mean, granted, it's not like that all the time, but I will definitely say 70% of my quick play matches that I play, I'm getting curb stomped. But comic book movies in general have kind of been sucking though, and it's not because of comic book fatigue. Honestly though, entertainment in general though, even though I focus like a lot of my attention on like comic book news and like movie news and stuff, entertainment just in general has sucked. I mean, music to me really hasn't really impressed me too much unless you have like a very niche style. I mean, we get like a few gems here and there. Like for example, we have games like Elden Ring that, movie wise, you have stuff like Top Gun that came out last year and just did crazy numbers. Overall enthusiasm by people in the industry as far as like customers like going out and buying stuff, people just aren't caring to invest their time into it anymore. And it's not because like, you know, oh yeah, we're just sick of comic book movies, we don't like them. No, it's not comic book fatigue. It's just bad content fatigue. Like the same thing that's happening with like the MCU and DC movies, it's the same thing that's happening with like Bungie right now. And Destiny 2. Like, you know, us as a player base, we have constantly been getting nothing but garbage. And when you sit there and hand us garbage over and over and over again, Bungie has been with their expansions, with their DLCs, they've been very subpar. Yeah, but constant bad content over and over again for a repetitive period, bro, like that junk builds up and people are just gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is no longer fun to watch. For example, right, the MCU, okay, them boys could not miss. I remember like around like 2016, you have movies like, you know, Captain America Civil War. You have movies like Black Panther, Doctor Strange, or Ragnarok. I mean, them boys was not missing, you know, their Netflix TV shows. I mean, Marvel and Disney were really hitting for real. And that was because they actually cared and they actually hired people that cared about the actual product. Only like really bad dud that they had within that little time span was Captain Marvel. I keep telling people this, Captain Marvel only made that much money because they released it between 2 of the biggest comic book movies of the decade. And like, even being someone that's read the comics, right? Like when I watch like, you know, Marvel and DC movies, I'm not necessarily looking for like a hyper fixation of like a book to screen adaptation, right? Because I know for a fact like they can't do that. It's too complicated. Some stories are way too over the top. For example, Hawkeye, right? Hawkeye, the guy that shoots the bow and arrow on the Avengers, right? Okay, the way that dude looks in the comics, man has a purple suit. He has a literal purple suit. That junk would look stupid on screen. Now when they actually do like reference stuff from the books and they blend it in a way into their adaptation that makes sense, okay, I'm very appreciative of it. I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Now, them boys just don't even care. Like, Disney, Marvel, like, they just hire people that could care less about the actual material, and that has shown in their box office, it's shown in their movie quality. And then, of course, you have the problem of, like, you know, these companies, they hire people that have political agendas, and they just inject into everything that they do. And nowadays, what's kind of happened with these movies is they attract so many eyes and people that have, like, these, like, you know, certain agendas, they just kind of use it as, like, a political, social project for them. You ask, like, any of these actors, like, anything related like about the character that they're trying to portray, bro, they don't know anything about it. As a matter of fact, sometimes the directors themselves will go out their way and tell them not to search up anything about the source material about the character, bro. And that is a major red flag, bro. But we're definitely in a renaissance. We are on the verge of an actual like creative renaissance when it comes to movie making, comic book making, just anything like in entertainment, just in general. You know, people are starting to make their own comic books, and you know, those stories are slowly but surely starting to become more and more popular. You know, I thought I had a sword on, and I forgot I actually had my rocket launcher on. I'm so used to busting out my sword and swinging it. And I went on a very left field tangent. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video anymore. I've kind of talked about a little bit of everything. I talked about comic books, gaming a little bit. Yeah, this video is probably gonna end up on like the 10-minute plus side of things. I know we try to keep them around 8 minutes or 10 minutes for y'all boys, but if you want to sit through all the commentary, then hey, that is it for today, y'all boys. If you sat through all my rambling and passion talk about comics and everything like that, I appreciate you, man. But yeah, I'm gonna end this thing. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man.